Hello, everybody. This is Ye Chanyun from South Korea. How was your weekend? Hope you guys have a great weekend. And we're gonna learn about the time. No, actually, we learned about the time at last week. We're gonna learn about the date today. Not with dating with me. Just kidding. Okay, we're gonna learn about the how to calculate the date, how to write the date with the Korean. Okay, so I'm gonna share the screen just right now. And we're gonna start right now. All right. Can you guys can see? So we're gonna learn about the date for day. So for the year, we can pronounce as 년, 년. All right. And the next one, we can say the month with the 월, 월. With the day, we can say 일, 일. So year is 년, month is 월, and day is 일. So this is the like basically the words that we're gonna use for the date. Okay, let's go to the reading. How to reading? So for the form in the South Korea, we usually read like this. Number one is year, and number two is month, and then number three is gonna be the date. All right. I saw the like many different kinds of countries has a like different version to how to write down the year, but this is the Korean version. Okay, so how to reading? We using some Sino. Okay, for the reading, we using some Sino version. You guys know what is the Sino version, right? Sino version is based on the Chinese pronunciation. All right, so Sino plus 년 and sino plus 월 and sino plus 일. So this is gonna be how can we reading? Okay, so writing we can just put some number. Okay, that is super easy. So number plus 년, number plus 월, and number plus 일. Okay, so let's try how to read it and how to writing. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, there we go, guys. There we go. So this is the how to write down through the January until no, December. Okay, let's start with the January. January, we can say 1월. Don't forget, guys, we're gonna be using the Sino version for the reading 1월. How to write it? Just use the number and plus 월. This is the month. So month is pronounced as a 월. Okay. February. How we can say? We can say 2월. 2월. All right. Writing is just put the name on number 2 and plus 월. Next one. March. We can say 3월. 3월. And also just put some number 3 and plus 월. April. We can say 4월. 4월. May, we can say 5월. 5월. Okay, for the June, it's kind of like specific word, a special one, right? June is not a 6월 because they changed the pronunciation because that is too hard to pronounce it. Try it. Oh my goodness, why I didn't try? Okay, my goodness. 6월 is this one. Okay, guys. So 6월, if you pronounce it 6월, 6월 is kind of hard to pronounce it, right? So we're using some 6월. Instead of the 6월, we speak with 6월 for the pronunciation, okay? Please don't forget about this one. July is 7월. 7월. Okay? There's no like changing version. August is 8월. 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 September 9월. 9월. And October is not a 10월. 10월. It's kind of hard to pronounce it, so they changed with the 10월. 10월, okay? If we pronounce the 10월 wrongly, it's gonna be have some like Korean versions cursed. Okay, so please mention about, or please remember, October we're gonna using some changing version with 10월, 10월. Okay, how about the November? We can say 11월, 11월. Okay, and lastly, December is gonna be pronounced as 12월, 12월. All right. Okay, let's go to the next one. So this one we learned it before, but we gonna review it because we might be forgot about it. So for the today, how can we say? For the today, we can say 오늘, 오늘. For the tomorrow, you can say 내일, 내일. Yesterday, 어제, 어제. Okay? And the day before yesterday, we can say 그제, 그제. The day after tomorrow is 모레, 모레. And this, the other things, the after and later or the before, I just write it down because we use this word a lot as well. Okay, so before we can say 전, 전. All right, after or later is 후, 후. Okay, I'm going to give some example. Okay, like this, guys. 3 days before. 3 days before. Okay, so how we can say, guys? What was the day? Was 일, right? And how can we pronounce it? We using which counting version? We are using Sino version. Okay, so what is the sum with the 3? No, just kidding. Sorry. What is the 3 with the Sino version? Is 3. Okay, 3. And then days was 일. So 일, and before is what? 전. So you can just say 3일 전. Okay, not that difficult. 3일 전. Okay, then how can you write it? Just using some number, and that's all. Okay, this is how to writing, how to reading, and how to writing. Okay, there we go. How about 16 days later? Try it, guys, try it. Oh my goodness. 16 days later, how you can say? 16 days later. So, well, how to say 16, guys? 16. 16 is, okay, let's try it in here. I'm gonna give you the example. Number, there we go. Can you see? There we go, number. Oops, wrong one, my bad. There we go. With the number, how you can say, guys? 16일. 10, 10 plus 6. So it's gonna be what? 16일. And what is the later, guys? 후. Yes, correct. 16일. 후. So it's gonna be, how you can write it down? 16일 후. Okay, how can you write it down? You can write it down with number 16일 후. This is how to write it down. Okay, not that difficult, guys. There we go. All right, and let's practice it. Okay, let's practice it. Practical time. The ring. April 14th. How you can say, guys? This is teacher's birthday, so please don't forget about it. Of course, remember it, and please say happy birthday at that time. Okay. All right. So for April 14th, how you can say? Let's try. What was the April? 4월. Good. 4월. And 14, how you can say, guys? 14. 14. Start with 10 and 4. 10 plus 4, 4. That's all. 4월 14일. 4월 14일. Okay, not that difficult, isn't it? This is how to write it down. How about the writing? Just easy. 4월 using the number 14일. This is gonna be how to write it down. Okay? Super easy. Next one. Come on, come on, come on. All right. Oh, October 10th. October 10th. How you can say, guys? Actually, if you can count this one, then super easy to write it down because that is the Sino version, right? So October, how you can say? Is it 10월? 10 is 10, right? But I told you we have a different version. A 10월 is hard to pronounce it. So how you can say? 10월. All right. So you can write down with 10월. So 10월. And then what is it? 10th. 10일. Not a 10월 10일. Okay. 10일. It's not that difficult to pronounce it, but 10월 is kind of hard to pronounce it. So we just changed the month now with the day. Okay. So 10월 10일. 10월 10일. All right. Like this. This is the how to reading. Then how can write down? Just a number. 10월 10일. This is how to write it down. Okay. This is also not that difficult. Then next one. What is gonna be? There we go. 2021. Year, guys, year. This is gonna be a bit difficult. So 2021. So we start with 2. So E. 2 is E, right? But 1,000, how we can say? We learned it before. Where is 1,000? There we go. Here. So how you can say 1,000? 1,000. All right? 2,000. And there is no 100 positions, right? So you can just skip it. And number, what's the next number is? 2. So E. And which position is it? That is the 10th. So 10. And what's the last one? 1. Correct. So 2021. How to pronounce the year? What is it? 년. Okay. So 2021년. This is the how to write it down. 2021년. Okay, this is how to write it down. Then, no, reading, how to reading. Then how you can say, how you can write it down. I told you, super easy. using some number and just write down 년. That's all. This is how to write it. Okay. All right. Next one. 1994. The reason that I choose it because that is the year that I born. So please measure my age. How old am I? Okay. So 1994. How you can say? They have an old letter, right? But we don't say with 일. Oh yeah, start with the 일, right? But we don't say 일천. We can just say. And what is the 9 with the senior version? 구. And which position is it? 100 position. What's the 100 positions? There we go. 100, right? We can use 100. And which number is it next one? 9. So it's going to be 9. Which position is it? 10th. So 10. And 4 is going to be what? 4. So, and last one, year is going to be 년. Okay, so it's going to be 1944년. It's going to be the answer. 1994년. All right? How to read it. It's kind of long, right? But if you're writing down, it's pretty easy. Okay, like this. But please remember this one. 1994년. This is kind of long, but how you can pronounce it in a version. 1994년. Okay? Let's try this one. 1994, April 14th. So this is my year to born and month and day. So please remember it. Please remember it. You have to know when is the teacher's birthday. Okay. So how you can say 1994 and April 14th. We learned it before in here, but we're gonna practice again. Okay. So 1994 was this. 1994년. And April was 4. Month is 월. And day is start with tens. Not a 1, 10. Okay. So just use the 10. 10. 4 is 4. And day, what was the day? It was 1. So 1994년 4월 14일. Wow, it's long, right? 1994년. This is the year, guys. Wow, this is so long. 4월 14일. So this is the how you can pronounce it. How can you pronounce with the reading? Super difficult. Don't worry, guys. This is not difficult. Just the long sentence. That's why. But if you want to write it down, that is super duper easy. I told you how you can write down just using some number. 1994년 4월 14일. That's all. Pronunciation is like this long, but writing down is super easy, super duper easy. Okay, so please don't forget about this one. 1994년 4월 14일. Okay. Next one. 2021. Today's date, guys. Today's date. 2021, July 22nd. July 27th. How we can say, guys? Let's try with the 2021. Start with 2, so start with E. Which position is it? 1000. Then how we can say ton. There's no position, there's no number in the 100 position, so you can skip it. What's the next number? 2. So E. Which position is it? 10th position. So ship. And what's the next number? 1. And what is the year? How to pronounce it? Is 년. Okay. July. How you can say July? July is 7. Number is 7. So 7월 is the month. And then 27. Start with 2. And 10th position, ship. And number is 7. So 7. And what is the day? How can we pronounce it? Is we can say 일. So this is how you can write it out. 2021년 7월 27일. 2021년 7월 27일. Okay, let's try to write down. 2021년 7월 27일. 와우. 2021년 7월 21일. 7월 27일. Sorry guys. This is the how can you reading? How can you pronounce it? How about the number, guys? How about the number? Super duper easy. 2021년 7월 20. Okay, this is how to write it down. Very nice. There we go. So, do we have another one? Nothing. Okay, there we go. So, but we didn't practice this one, isn't it? Let's try this one. 100 days later. 100 days later. No, not with this one. 100 days. When you guys have a like girlfriend or boyfriend or like became married, you guys celebrate the 100 days, right? Is it only the Korea celebrated? In the South Korea, we usually celebrate like 100 days. We have a bunch of days. Okay, let's say guys like this. We even have a 2 days, 22 days, 50 days, 100 days, blah, 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 blah. But we usually, generally, guys, we usually celebrate the 100 days. How you can say 100 days? How you can say 100? 100. All right, 100. And what is it? Days is 일. So 100일. That's all. 100일. How can you write it down? 100일. All right. So this is how you pronounce it. Okay. How about this one? That was the tip for the date. Before the couple. Next one. This one, guys. 7 years later. How you can say, guys? 7 years later. 7 years later. We learned this one. 7 is what? 7. Year. 년. Later is what? What was the later? 후. There we go. So it's gonna be what? 7년 후. Okay. 7년 후. This is how to reading. How you can say with the writing? How you can writing? 7년 후. Super easy. Okay. Like this, guys. Okay. How about? How about? For days before. 4 days before. How we can say, guys? How we can say? 4 days before. So 4 is no, it's too easy. Like, wait. You know what? I'm just gonna use the countdown. Wait, not this one. D-Day countdown. There we go. So my birthday. When is my birthday? I want to calculate my birthday. When is it? Never mind. All right. So, okay. So let's say just a random number. 137 days before. How you can say, guys? 137 days. So start with 100, not a 100. If number is 1 with the first position, another position, you can just say 100. 100. And what's the number? Next number? 3 is 3. Which position is it? 10th position, so 10. And what's the next number? 7. And what's the day? Is 1. And before is what? 전. Okay. So 137일 전. This is the how you can reading. Okay. How to write it down? Just use the number. 31일 전. Just like this, guys. Okay. Super duper easy. So we're gonna review for this one. We learned about the date for today. Year, you can pronounce with 년. Month, you can write down, you can pronounce with 월. And day, you can say with 일. Okay? Reading, how you can reading? With the Sino version. Okay? Our reading form is the start with the year and month and day in the South Korea. Okay, so Sino version plus 년, Sino plus 월, Sino plus il, just like that. But how about the number writing? You can just use the number. Okay, number plus 년, number plus 월, number plus il. It's gonna be the how you can writing with the Korea version, Korean. Okay, let's go next one. How to write down with January until December. January, you can say 1월, 1월. February, 2월, 2월. March, 3월, 3월. April, 4월, 4월. May, 5월, 5월. June, 6월, 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 6월. No, guys. I told you 6월 is kind of hard to pronounce it, so we changed it with other version, which is 6월. Okay, please don't forget about it. 6월, 6월. July, 7월, 7월. August, 8월, 8월. September, do you remember? Just kidding. Sorry, guys. September is 9월, 9월. October, not a 10월, 10월. I told you if you pronounce it wrongly, it's gonna be pronounced like a Korean curse, okay? So we just change with the 10월, 10월. Okay? I hope there's no like students who writing down with the Korean curse, okay? Let's have some respect to each other's. Okay, let's go to November. November, how we can say 11월, 11월. All right? December, 12월, 12월. Okay, for the next one, I just write it down just for y'all, for the just in case. We're gonna use this one a lot at future. Today is 오늘, 오늘. Tomorrow is 내일, 내일. Yesterday, 어제, 어제. The day before yesterday, 그제, 그제. The day after tomorrow, 모레, 모레. Before, 전. After, 후. Okay. So we have an example. So I'm gonna give the example just for this one because this is my birth year and the age, my birthday. So please remember this one. Please remember in your mind. Okay, so how you can say 1994 April 14th? You can say 1994년 4월 14일. How to reading and how you can write it down. Okay, all right. So that was for the our today's class. So please remember it, okay? We have a like different version to write it down or reading. And date, we're gonna using some C note to reading and number to write it down. Okay, if you guys have any question, please just join our Korean channel and just ask in the our general help. Don't worry, guys. We have also have a practical time. We also gonna do some quiz for the Kahoot with the fun. Okay, so thank you for watching it today, and see you at our next Korea class. Bye, bye, guys.